Hello, my loves. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about people pleasing, not how to solve people pleasing. So, if you're interested in that, just click above on the link that I am going to put up there and we discuss creating boundaries. But I just want to talk about actual people pleasing today. So, if you're interested in that, stick around. I want to make it clear though that there is a difference between people pleasing and being nice. Being nice is when at the moment it may benefit you, or maybe it doesn't even have to benefit you. You are just doing a nice gesture to someone and it's not a repeated pattern offense. Do you know what I'm saying? But for people pleasing, it's something that you're more likely to do more often with multiple people, and not just that, you feel like you have an emotional obligation to please other people, like to the point where the person that you are trying to please does not even have to make you feel guilty about you saying no. You feel guilty about saying no because you said no. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you, it's an inner you thing. It's not an outer thing where other people are forcing you or making you feel bad because you didn't say no. And that's the funny thing about people pleasing, is most times they actually don't care if you would have said no. People who are asking someone who is a people pleaser for something, they are hoping that you say yes, but if you say no, they're more likely to move on to the next person because they're just looking for somebody to do whatever is asked of them. But as a people pleaser, you feel like you have to do this thing, and if you are not doing this thing, then you're a bad friend or a bad coworker, or how are people going to look at me? You're thinking about how others perceive you, when really they would have just been like, oh, okay, and kept moving and found the next person to do their bidding. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's really funny that people who are people pleasers are so worried about what other people think, when those same people are the ones that's probably just going to move on anyway. They don't think anything. They're just like, oh, okay, they didn't do it. Now, if you continuously say no, they might think, oh, they never say yes. But that's okay, because that means they're not going to ask you for nothing. And that's the point. People will continuously ask you for stuff. They will literally target you out because you're the person that always says yes. And I ain't going to hold you. I think, when you first set boundaries, and you say no to certain things, people that are used to you saying yes are going to look at you funny. But in the grand scheme, it really helps you out, because people who are people pleasers, when I look at them, it does you no benefit. You are trying to fulfill this belief, emotional belief within yourself that you are inadequate or you're not nice to people because you said no, when really in a way it hinders you, because you are not satisfying yourself. You're trying to satisfy other people. You know what I mean? It just doesn't benefit you, because you're the person that in the end is getting walked on and walked all over. No one really cares about other people's feelings. I need people pleasers to really get that through their heads, because the funny thing is, a person that's a people pleaser, they care so much about what another person thinks about them if they say no, that they don't understand that on the flip side, the other person doesn't care what other people think when they're asking for favors. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is, you think about how it looks bad that you said no, but they're not thinking about how it may be that they even asked in the first place, and they're going to ask someone else. It doesn't matter. So in the end, you are the person that is dissatisfied. You are the person that is walked all over. And have you ever had a time where you decided that you were going to say yes to something to help somebody out, and then you end up being the one that's either doing all the work, it's an inconvenience to you, or it's just like it becomes a whole disaster? Like, let's just say you go out of your way to go to the store for someone or pick up something from your mama because you just can't say no to your mom, and you had plans but it end up throwing off all of your plans, number one, and then two, you get stuck in traffic, then you can't pay for the item or whatever it is. It's like, that was, I gave so much energy to the thing that wasn't even mine. That's not what I even wanted to do. But because you're so stuck in the box of pleasing other people, it's a disservice to yourself. Do that make sense? Am I making sense? Like, and that's happened to me sometimes too, where I'm just like, yo, like, you really have to say no. You have to say no. And you know what? I found that when I say no, people be like, oh, okay, and keep moving on. Or people pleasing in reverse, where you don't ask for what you need. You deserve to ask for what you need. And most times the funny thing is, it's not that hard to ask for what you need. And people are willing to, some people, depending on what it is willing to accommodate you. You just gotta ask for it. Stop being a people pleaser. It's no good. It's one thing to be nice. It's another thing to be a people pleaser. And lastly, guys, if you are a people pleaser, I just want you to remember that you are not for everyone. You cannot please everyone. And it can even be a situation where you are trying to please more than one person at a time and they end up clashing with one another, and you still are not being who you are. You're not doing it at the benefit of you. So if you're a people pleaser, stop. Say no. Put in boundaries. Do what you want to do. Give to the capacity that you are willing to give. And also, to match people's energy. There are people that you're going to do things for and then they never show up for you. If they do not show up for you, bounce. I wouldn't give them another dime of my time. But if it's someone who's always there for you, that's a difference. That I don't want to say, that's not being nice at that point. That's you supporting or doing something for someone who you know is also going to do for you. That is an even exchange. People pleasing is definitely outweighing the other person's contribution to whatever it is that you guys have in exchange, right? So anyway, I just want to talk about people pleasing. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Put down in the comments below if you know a people pleaser or you've been a people pleaser. Have you got out of being a people pleaser? If so, good for you, because you deserve to have the energy matched. You deserve to have your time valued. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.